Hey, you, welcome back. It's Jyoti. Kya chal raha hai? What? Can you believe? Can you believe? I was not expecting it. I don't know. I don't keep track of dates, and I had no idea when the trailer was going to launch. But suddenly it dropped, and just the day before the World Cup final. So, anyways, I had to get to it quickly. Here I am. It's been less than 24 hours since it dropped, and number one on movie trending charts, and 44 point. Oh, it was 44.4 million views, which means 400,000. And now, 15 minutes after I posted a story on Instagram, it's 44.517707. So basically 100,000 views per 5-10 minutes is happening here. Anyways, who is excited for this revenge? Okay, let me see this. Ab Pakistan ka mustaqbil Hindustan तय करेगा. Dhurandhar the revenge trailer out now. Book now for paid previews on 18 March only. Oh, we can watch it on 18 March? What? Okay, we gotta do this. Releasing worldwide on 19 March. 3 festivals on the same day. Releasing worldwide on 19 March. I like it. Okay, let's just get into it. Do we need to do any recap? Not really, no? We reacted to the teaser, which we kind of had already seen. And here, obviously, there'll be lots of new footage from part 2. I just hope I can focus. Chalo, let's not waste time. 1, 2, 3, play.
हिंदू बहुत ही डरपोक कौम है। पड़ोस में रहते हैं हम। कूदे भर का जोर लगा लो और बिगाड़ लो जो बिगाड़ सकते हो।
Slap.
हिंदू बहुत ही डरपोक।
रहमान डकैत की मौत के बाद लियारी की सड़कों पर खौफ और हरस का माहौल। कई मकामात पर फायरिंग और रॉकेट लॉन्चर के धमाके साफ सुनाई दिए जा रहे हैं। सबसे बड़ा सवाल, रहमान डकैत की मौत के बाद कौन बनेगा लियारी का बादशाह?
रो क्यों रहा है लाले? तूने सुना नहीं? जहाँ दर्द है वहाँ मर्द है।
My father raised me a winner. I would kill for my people. It don't make me a sinner. From the coast to the plains, everybody know the name. Coming from, we got bills to maintain. I make all that money like I'm running a casino.
हिंदुस्तानी काफिर का सर काटकर मुशर्रफ के दस्तरखान पर रखा था मेजर इकबाल ने। खुदा कसम, अब एक और हिंदुस्तानी सर काटकर मुरीद के मीनार से लटकाऊंगा।
हौसला, ईंधन, बदला। हौसला, ईंधन, बदला।
Ladies and gentlemen, you are still not ready for this.
बदला।
Oh.
पाकिस्तान का मुस्तकबिल अब हिंदुस्तान तय करेगा।
जरवारी साहब, आपने बतखें तो बड़ी सफेद पाल रखी है अपने फार्म हाउस में। या बटक्स आर रियली वाइट।
Oh, fire. Fire, fire, fire. Oh my God. Okay. There's too much. I need to watch this 5 times. I'm not even joking. I need to watch it 5 times. My goosebumps are not going. First of all, Ari. He's done it again. He's done it again. Aditya Dhar and Shashwat, you guys have taken us back. Sorry, my ring fell. Back down nostalgia lane. And I am not surprised that they picked Ari of all the songs. First of all, Bombay Rockers. Oh my God, how much have I looped that song in my life? I was a huge Bombay Rockers fan, and then I was in Bombay for an event, and they performed at the after party. This is way back in the day after Ari and all their songs had become hits. And they were at the after party, and because they had performed at the event, they were also at the after party, and the DJ had suddenly started playing Ari. And so obviously with them right there, they got up on the bar and they started performing Ari, and all of us were around the bar singing along, and it was a mad night. And I was just singing word to word, lyric to lyric, right? And they both saw me do that. And after all this thing ended, we got chatting offline, and they were like, "Hey, we saw you. You know all the lyrics to all our songs." And I was like, "Yeah, bro." So we exchanged emails that day and stayed in touch for a while. This is way back in the day. And oh man. I cannot tell you how happy I am. Ari. Okay. Obviously it's Golia, and it comes from and it's also goes so well because it's establishing, this one, Ranveer Singh's Punjabi background and all of that. So obviously, since he's from Punjab and we're going to get his whole backstory, a lot of Punjabi folk-inspired tracks are going to pop up in the soundtrack. We kind of already knew this. And I just love that they used Ari and kind of built on the Bombay Rockers version of it. Uska ek rock version hai, by the way. Last time I showed you guys my database, Ari, the original is there, and then it has a rock version. And I used to play that rock version so much on the radio. So yeah. Anyways, oh man, great pick. And was that Rebel? Was that Rebel's voice? No, Jasmine. Yeah, okay. No, it was. Okay. Ari song credits Navtej and Thomas. Okay, they've only written Navtej here. Khan Saab, Jasmine Sandless, and Sudhir Yaduvanshi. Rap performed and written by Rebel and Token. Okay. So it was Rebel whose voice in the middle ek line ke liye aayi na. Lyrics by Irshad Kamal and Bombay Rockers. I love. Thank you, Shashwat, for bringing Bombay Rockers back. I don't think Gen Z probably know the awesomeness that Bombay Rockers were. Anyway, okay, cool. I love it. Score producer Adam Lucas, music supervisor Adarsh Vishwakarma. What was I saying? Oh my God. We have, there's so much packed in. You blink and you'll miss. There's so many details in this. Should I go frame by frame? This could be quite a long video if I do that, but I feel like it's the 8th of March today as I'm recording. Happy Women's Day, all you gorgeous women. And we are 11 days or 10 days away from the release. Yeah, let's go frame by frame, because what the hell, or kya hai life mein? Karne ke liye. When such a movie comes out, we must. So, I am going to talk about, I'm going to watch it again because there was too much to take. The song itself was hitting me, and then the visuals and all the things. So maybe I'll watch it once more and then we'll go frame by frame. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, play.
हिंदू बहुत ही डरपोक कौम है। पड़ोस में ही रहते हैं हम। कूदे भर का जोर लगा लो और बिगाड़ लो जो
This
बिगाड़ सकते हो।
dialogue had to come back. He's...
रहमान डकैत की मौत के बाद लियारी की सड़कों पर खौफ और हरस का माहौल। कई मकामात पर फायरिंग और रॉकेट लॉन्चर के धमाके साफ सुनाई दिए जा रहे हैं। सबसे बड़ा सवाल, रहमान डकैत की मौत के बाद कौन बनेगा लियारी का बादशाह?
that shot. He has to.
अरे रो क्यों रहा है लाले? तूने सुना नहीं? जहाँ दर्द है, वहाँ मर्द है.
My father raised me a winner. I would kill for my people. It don't make me a sinner. From the coast to the plains, everybody know the name. Coming from, we got bills to maintain. I make all that money like I'm running a casino.
Arjun Rampal in this movie.
हिंदुस्तानी काफिर का सर काटकर मुशर्रफ के दस्तरखान पर रखा था मेजर इकबाल ने. खुदा कसम, अब एक और हिंदुस्तानी सर काटकर मुरीद के मीनार से लटकाऊंगा.
हौसला, ईंधन, बदला. हौसला, ईंधन, बदला.
I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are still not ready for this.
बदला.
Ranveer, man. Ooh.
पाकिस्तान का मुस्तकबिल अब हिंदुस्तान तय करेगा.
Oof. This scene was too funny to insert in the middle of all this.
बतखें तो बड़ी सफेद पाल रखी है अपने फार्म हाउस में. या buttocks are really white.
Your butt. One second, I need to check if I can book 18 March. Hold on. 1 second. 18 March, Dhurandhar booking. Hey, there's no. Okay, I'll look at this later. Your buttocks are really white. What the hell? In all this, you had to insert that, but then we had to see that character also in the trailer, you know? Firstly, there's too much to follow in terms of the story, so we'll try and break that down. This is going to be placed around the time that Rahman Dakat was killed, to the time that probably this Major Iqbal saw his end, you know? So let me just quickly check Rahman Dakat death when. Okay, 2009, 9 August, and it was a shootout with the police led by SP Chaudhary, you know, and Major Iqbal. What is his situation? Oh, there's no recorded date of death for him. Okay, that's interesting. All right, we don't know that. So maybe it's just part of the movie that happens, that entire confrontation with him. We knew that was coming because we've seen that rotator fight scene in the previous trailer, you know? So fine, you know what? We're gonna go frame by frame, and we have to discuss our theories, etc., etc. First of all, just before we get into all of that, so much explosion stuff is happening. It's like every 2 seconds there's an explosion, which is kind of like we are here to light it all on fire kind of situation. It's symbolic, I feel. And then secondly, that dialogue that it opens with. So let's just go frame by frame. Chalo. Play.
हिंदू बहुत ही डरपोक कौम है. पड़ोस में ही रहते हैं हम. कूदे भर का जोर लगा लो और बिगाड़ लो जो बिगाड़ सकते हो.
So this challenge of bigaad lo jo bigaad sakte ho, and then you see Ajay Sanyal's face and the screen turns red. This is the same red and the same way it turns red as the window turned red in the background when Hamza killed this one, Rahman Dakat, है ना? वो जो हुआ वो ही यहाँ हो रहा है. और ये जो डायलॉग बोला गया था स्टार्टिंग में, with the cold start of the first movie, this scene happened and this guy said this. So now we need to re-establish कि वो जो पहले बोला गया था in case you've forgotten in the first scene of the movie of part one, we need to remind you again because Ajay Sanyal has not forgotten this threat and this challenge and this statement. So we are reminding you, and that's how we're opening trailer 2 because सब कुछ वहीं से start हुआ था और उसी challenge या thought को लेके ये पूरा plan बनाया गया है and you know it's all happening because you guys challenged us. I'm just Hindu Bhati and then I love how they cut it. Great editing. Oof. Oh man. And then so now all the collage of all the things he's all the scenes with him going on smashing this one guy with his bare hands, and then he's cancelling out the Rahman Dakat name, which is when the red turns back to normal color, right, in the square. And that is exactly what happened in part one, where the red light came on when Rahman Dakat thing happened. So ab wo ho gaya, to ab ye red light off ho gayi hai background ki, and now we get into the, and it was so cool because he's crossing it out, and then the camera goes to the poster of Rahman Dakat's face with the slashes across the face. You know, someone from behind is slashing the face. Like, so now लियारी की सड़कों पर का माहौल. Now they're kind of starting the story कि अभी उसकी death हुई है and now there's complete this thing. Probably that guy, his competitor Arshad Bapu था ना उसका नाम. He has come and he has tried to take over, and now these guys have to reestablish themselves in that place. And from what I remember reading, this cousin Uzair na, he played football with his head or something in real life. So I think that's what's going to happen. We're going to see a whole burning down of Lyari and a whole like massive. The first sequence of the movie, I feel, is going to be this opening fight sequence of Lyari having the ruling gang, establishment happening. Wala fight, gang war, basically. Play. So why is he he's dragging this thing, then he's dragging this cement ka wo. My God, someone got shot through the... Oof. So he's... Pause. So we've just seen he has walked through as Hamza, then it changes to Jastirat, walking through this Haveli type situation. We know that is his big Badla scene. So that if we are going to see, that is probably the murder spree that he went on to avenge his family and all of that. Wahan se hum uska, he's in the forest, so he's getting trained, and most likely it's para training. Then he's in this fire lit Haveli again, pointing a gun. Okay, play. Pause. Then there was a foot. He's wrapping it. First, he's killing someone with a rake and the blood. Then he's got someone's foot wrapped with a rod. Then they're driving through the street where everything is in flames and you can just see smoke all around. That's probably the big Lyari takeover fight. You know? And that's going to happen right at the start in the movie because we got to re-establish the dawn of the place, you know? And then, pause. Then we see the Balidan. He's punching. He's in a ditch fighting, and you can clearly see it's para. Balidan dikh gaya hame. First of all, take a moment to thank the para special forces. Imagine living your life by a Balidan is your dharma. Man, hats off. Okay, play. Who was that guy with the glasses after that, the punch? Now he's standing in front of a almari with a suitcase on it, but he's point blank, he's about to kill someone. तो ये उसी घर का सीन है. तो वो पूरे घर में जाके सबको मार देता है, basically. That's what's going to happen. Play. Oof. Who's that in the car next to him? Okay, he's going back to meet the Baluchis. That guy next to him over there is also the undercover guy. Okay, and now the Baluchis are dancing, so he's clearly become the Don of Lyari, and he has come now to meet the people in the mountains. Uh, that dance scene, pause. That dance scene is gonna be something else. I don't know if they're gonna have Ranveer kind of do an Akshay Khanna when he, we've seen in the previous footage that he's walking with the leader of the Baluchis in the mountains, and he is now the new guy for them. But I don't think they're gonna try and repeat the virality of that scene with Akshay Khanna. But one does wonder what song they're gonna use in this scene for when the Baluchis are dancing. Is it gonna be a Baluchi song, like a folk song from there, or is it gonna be something completely different, like a Flipperachi track? One wonders, one wonders. But I think Aditya and Shashwat won't. I don't think he's gonna try to recreate a viral moment. I don't think that'll happen. Okay, play. And he's smoking. Ooh, and he's lighting something on fire. And then they're walking through the gully pause. So he's sitting there smoking, watching. They're lighting something on fire, and then you see him and his gang walking through Liari, which is already burning. I'm assuming that's Liari. Yeah, it is, right? So that is probably from the first scene. And then we see this pause. We see this scene of him being brought to Ajay Sanyal and his right-hand man. And I'm guessing that is the first meeting. We saw a bit of this in the first movie as well. His head is covered and then they remove his thing and talk to him. Just Sanyal, man. Pause. And this shot of this one, Ranveer with his gun. First of all, just the way he holds his gun, no? बहुत ही well trained इंसान है. And these piles of tires. My God, I cannot imagine how much hard work has gone into this movie, man. Every frame, every scene. Play. Ooh, hold on. Pause. There is that scene. Oh my God. Within like 4 seconds, we saw so many moments. So he is dragging someone's body, blood is on the ground. Then there's that fight sequence in the ditch. Clearly, there are commandos standing around the ditch where they're fighting. So that's clear. That's going to be a big scene where he probably comes into his own as a para soldier, and he has to fight the toughest fight with his teammate to prove himself. I think that's what's going to happen there. Okay, and then he's back. We see Hamza Jaskirat, and he's got the gun again. So someone almost gets to his neck. That's the scene I wanted. Someone almost gets to his neck, and then he moves back. Oh my God, what a shot. Okay, and now the Ari happens. So we see this fire wala, wo jo bhi hai, firecracker with the whirling wheel and the sparks flying. What a shot, by the way. To the left is this dead body which has been killed by all that stuff that is lying on. And then with that chakra here, we see Jaskirat. Do you guys get the symbolism? Do you guys get it? That's how I was like, beautiful shot. I mean, and then introducing Jaskirat Singh Rangi, that's where it pops up. So ye ho raha hai piche. And I'm just going to pull this up because I need to say the whole thing. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirvati bharat abhyutanam dharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. Beautiful. Aditya Dhar, just take a bow. Just love this shot. I just loved it. Getting goosebumps. And that look, I'm sorry, I have to pause it again. That look that Ranveer is giving here, guys, the goosebumps peaked in this moment for me. I don't know about you, but so good, man. Aditya, so good. You literally, without saying anything obvious, you have inserted the Gita in. So good, so good. And then he's standing and he's got the chain. Oh, the chain, and it had that fireball at the end. So yeah, so that's happening. And then again, he's giving that look to the. Okay, I'm sorry, but we can hate on Ranveer Singh for all his weird antics off camera and all, but the man, an actor like him comes once in a generation. It's just, let's just put that out there already. Oh man. How nice that guy on the floor that Ranveer is about to hit is crying. And then the screaming, crying camouflages with the guy in the car in front of Sanjay. That beautiful editing, man. Who's edited the trailer? This one's brother, I'm guessing. We'll have to check that later. Okay, so now we had to have that bit. Itna intense ho gaya humko. Sanjay Dutt comes in with some respite. What did he say? Jahan dard hai, wahan mard hai. Play. He's still got a cigarette in his hand. When is he not smoking in this movie? वो क्यों रहा है लाले?
तूने सुना नहीं जहाँ दर्द है वहाँ मर्द है.
Because I actually saw they were shooting this in Tardeo, I think. This scene where he just shot and he turns and he's walking back. ये बॉम्बे में शूट हुआ है. मेरी फ्रेंड ने पोस्ट करा था स्टोरी पे. But I take what I said about Sanjay Dutt back from what I said in the movie review. I take that back because I feel like because later I saw this SP Chaudhary K pictures and all, and the casting is flawless. He's like, I don't think you could find a more striking resemblance person. So, ठीक है, next play. He's walking away, Chaudhary Aslam. Clearly he's trying to hunt down man's got a cigarette and a gun and what are this? So he's in a rally. Ranveer Singh is in a rally and he's throwing notes at people, and it looks like an election rally because he's throwing notes at people who have probably voted for the person that he's told them to vote for, correct? So that means that he is involved in politics way more than Rahman. No, so he's involved in politics not as the front man, but he's kind of like the foot soldier of someone in power. You know? We don't know what year this is. 1 second. I'm going to try and see from the picture. Okay. Is that Nawaz Sharif? 1 sec. Let's check. 2013. Return to power for a third term, 2013. So now from 2008 in the first movie, probably 2009 when Rahman Dakat died. So from 2009 to 2013, we have this movie. So this is probably somewhere after he's established himself as the king of Liari and all of that. 13 May, he helps this guy come back to power. Play. Then the Baluchis are dancing again. Okay, we're back to the background scene. Ooh, stop. So he enters Jaskirat in his old scene, and his face is red as red light, and then it goes to Mr. Major Iqbal and red light on his face for the transition, first of all. And then the dialogue that he said here, which is about this one, that I took a head and presented it to Musharraf. I want to look that up, but let's watch this first. Play.
हिंदुस्तानी काफिर का सर काट कर मुशर्रफ के दस्तरखान पर रखा था मेजर इकबाल ने.
Stop. He's lighting someone on fire. So we're gonna go a little bit into Major Iqbal's history, and what he's saying there कि मैंने सर काट के मुशर्रफ के उस पे रखा था. So let me just quickly look this up because this is me off. What are you, like from the medieval ages? Yeah, okay. Ilyas Kashmiri, the guy who this one's character is based on, he presented. Okay, in 2000, Ilyas Kashmiri led a cross-border raid against an Indian army post when he and his group killed several soldiers and personally beheaded Sipahi Bhausai Maruti Talika. Photographs of Kashmiri holding the severed head were published in some Pakistani newspapers. I mean, honestly, you're gonna brag about this? Just so medieval. It was widely reported that General Musharraf, who was then president and army chief at the time, of course, publicly honored and personally rewarded him with 1 lakh rupees for the act. Wow, man. Just wow. Okay, so I think Aditya Dhar has combined Ilyas Kashmiri with this Major Iqbal, who is supposed to be, 2008 attacks ka handler. He's combined the two characters into one and shown both. So just, I feel like Aditya Dhar is obviously the intent, the mission is to highlight all these stories that have happened. And he's gonna, why is this line in the trailer? कि मैंने ये किया है और अब एक और का मुरीद के मैं ये करूंगा, whatever. First of all, slap. Never gonna happen, dude. But the reason these are the lines that are highlighted is because, guys, before you get into the theaters to watch the movie, go and research what this line is talking about. Go and read about what happened and figure out what event is being referred to, and then come watch the movie, because you need to know your history and you need to know what people have gone through and what has happened. So beautiful way to bring these things to our attention. And also, I'm seeing over here that apparently that death was avenged by 9 para. But I'm gonna read all that offline. Just mad respect for the para SF. Okay, play. Now he's lighting someone on fire, or some people on fire, which basically is there's going to be a whole scene where we're going to see the atrocities of this Major Iqbal in full. We already saw them in the trailer and the movie part 1, but now in part 2, it's going to get worse because he's going to play even bigger roles, and we're going to go a little bit into his, like, all the wrongdoings of his before we see that ultimate scene of his death. Hopefully, it will be sweet, the revenge. Okay, so there's like a whole like crowd full of people and 2 people are being burnt alive, which is just on brand, isn't it? Play. Oh, and some guy. Oh, so now Ranveer has lit up some guy on fire. We can't see who it is, and he is looking at him as he's walking towards him. Okay, so the revenge was extracted in the same way. And then Major Iqbal also seems to have a little bit of gray hair happening. So has he gotten older? Yeah. Pause. So this stubbing out of his cigar, is that symbolic? Because there's some kind of ये है ना, ये क्या बोलते हैं उसको? The minaret का head. ठीक है, play. We're back to the training scene. This much. Now he's crying. The story of unknown men unfolds. He's crying. So is he like, is the gore and the violence, the violence getting to him? I don't think so, man. Is it? Maybe it is. Okay, then you see like a very horror-filled Jaskirat. This pause. So she is now pointing a gun at him for real, unlike the first movie where she was playing around. And this was obvious because when he was writing in his diary and she's asleep at the end of the first movie, I was like, dude, she's at home all day. Isn't she gonna find your stuff? Or at some point when you're living with someone, they'll come to know what you're up to on the side. So she had to discover this situation, Play. She looks also older. Hosla in Bazla. Okay, when he's saying this, he is standing in what looks like a skyscraper, and there's like tons of skyscrapers behind him in the window, and it could be like, I don't know, but I feel like this doesn't look like India in the backdrop. It looks like a Bangkok, Singapore, Dubai, one of those cities. And so he is now meeting someone and saying this to them in person. And these three words, the magic three words. If someone wants to say three magic words to you, let them be this. Just kidding. Hausla, Indhan, Badla. Badla being the key word. And it's like him motivating whoever he needs to motivate. So I have a feeling he's saying this to someone in his own team, or he's actually gotten to meet our man after all the years. Like, oof, this scene of him trying to climb. So pause. So clearly, this stained glass situation where everything is now down to rubble, and he's clearly like brought the place down, is the scene where he fought with Major Iqbal. This is one of the major climax scenes, either the main scene or before the main scene. One of the main um uh important Badla scenes, and he is trying to climb. It's clearly the scene where he's killing Major Iqbal, because the building looks like that. But can you see the Hausa Indhan Badla so beautifully summarized in this one frame? Beautiful. Oh man, this walk through with the look in his eyes. Hold on, pause. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Jasmine, right? So one sec, again, there's fire behind him, blast behind him. There's a guy on the left, and that looks like he's got the flag on his sleeve. So that looks like an official. Is that the Pakistani army uniform? So how come the Pakistani army is with him and they are attacking the same people? Maybe the army decided, oh yeah, they had a political takeover at some point. And so the army was like, okay, get rid of this guy. And we need to reinstate someone else, whatever, bring someone else into power. Maybe it's one of those things. And he's, again, they're like man on the ground making those things happen. So he works with the army. I don't know. Anything's possible. 1, 2, 3, play. But that look, the director of Uri, the director of Dhurandhar, you are still not ready for this. Yes. There. Okay, pause. That Badla with that guy. So now he breaks open in the training, this thing, he like gets himself free. I think that'll be his moment where he comes into his own as a para-SF soldier, and then he slashes someone's throat, and then this guy with the specs. Who is this guy with the specs? Hold on, I need to look this up. Why does he look familiar? I think it's one of the guys in the room when the 2008 the 26/11 attacks were going on. He was in that meeting, no? That negotiation meeting. वही लग रहा है मुझे. Sorry. Okay, I was getting confused. It's Sajid Mir. Isn't it Sajid Mir? Yeah, he was a top operative. And he's the guy who recruited David Headley. Yeah, so, and he was on telephonic contact. He was handling these guys. And into 2022, sentenced him to 15 years in prison. Is he alive or dead? After the attacks, Pakistan initially claimed that he had died. However, following immense international pressure to avoid being blacklisted by the Financial Action Task Force, they arrested him in April 2022. From 2008 to 2022, that's how long it took. So in 2022, most wanted for his role that, okay, fine. So we don't know if he's still alive or he's in jail, but in this movie, he might not be left alive. So, okay, play. Sajid brings you an epic revenge. That's the fight with, oh, another explosion. Another explosion. Oof, pause. Okay, hold on. I've paused on Ajay Sanyal. Yeah, now you can see the background behind him. It is, I don't think it looks like Dubai or that building. Or it could be. Can't really tell, the glass is blue tint play. Oh man, the Ari, where he is 3 times with the axe. Beast mode. Oh man, with all the blood splattering on the wall. Okay. Oh my god, he smashed someone's head with a hammer. Oh my god, why did I pause there? Like, oh, and finally we see Danish Podar, we see Uzair, and he's in the streets of Liari. So clearly this is that first fight. He must have taken over, got this one out, Arshad Papu, and then he must have, what happened to him? Did he die? Hold on, sorry guys, but I wanna like look at everything before we oh. He was arrested by Interpol from Dubai International Airport in 2015 and extradited to Pakistan. He was traveling from Muscat to Dubai. And then in 2017, the Sindh Rangers took him into custody. Blah 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 blah. On April 2020, he was sentenced to 12 years of imprisonment in Central Jail, Karachi. Okay. So what? He gets arrested and sent into jail. I don't know. Okay. We see a glimpse of him in this trailer. Like, ooh, pause. Again, our man is standing with this red light behind him. Guys, I can't. Okay. Oof. There's a car falling. Sanjay Dutt. So much explosion, man. Explosion. Fire. Pause. Before the big dialogue. I feel like that scene where Jaskirat is taking his first revenge. I mean, I just by looking at the little snippets in the trailer, I am just blown away by Ranveer Singh. I'm just blown away because it's in his eyes. You know, the sort of the shock that he's feeling probably after going on this murder spree, the बदला लेने की आग जो उसकी आंखों में दिख रही है, जो like you know you didn't know you were capable of this level of violence, वो जो realization होता है वो उसकी आंखों में दिख रहा है, और जो like emotional exhaustion that one would probably feel, वो दिख रहा है. Plus you can see he's struggling in some scenes. He really looks like he's struggling to overpower someone and to fight. That sort of youngness of a soldier, or you know, like I've not fought enough in my life to be able to do this easily, but I have to do this, I need to do this. That entire, like the energy of that, every time you see Jaskirat in that striped shirt in that scene, I'm just in awe at the level of honesty in the actor's eyes with respect to the character he's playing there. Oof. Aditya Dhar has to be complimented for extracting this level of performance from not just Ranveer, all the actors, but especially from Ranveer, because in part 2, we're going to see so many shades of this character. Oof, I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. I can't. That scene is going to be one of the best of his career. I can put it down in writing right now. Okay, play. Now the big dialogue. Play. I feel that's also like, oh, can you imagine the amount of fire? So much symbolic use of fire has happened here. I'm going to talk about it. It's all flames, it's all fire, it's all fire. All the transitions. ये
जरवारी साहब, आपने
okay, so he's changed
पक्के तो
parties.
बड़ी सफेद पाल रखी है अपने फार्म
What
हाउस
the?
में. Your buttocks are really white.
Sorry, that was funny. So dumb. Your buttocks are really white, bruh. I can't. अब इतना goosebumps तो slow mo में भी हो गया मुझे, just by talking about it. So I'm just gonna say that Aditya Dhar, like I said, with the thing happening, and the moment, the symbolism and the subtle messaging and the layering in of, you know, dharmic philosophy and all of that is just so beautifully done. The use of fire, so much fire in this trailer, when it comes to, you know, the theme of it being badla, revenge, hosla indan badla, and the use of fire in so many of our festivals and religious, um, you know, rituals and things to symbolize the victory of good over evil, right? Whether it is Abhi Hamara Hua, Holika Dahan, whether it is Dasera, anything, it comes down to fire being the thing that dissolves our own personal ego and all the things that we need to rid ourselves of. And fire is also very symbolic of just the burning away of the bad in the world. I'm sorry, but I cannot get over that scene and Ranveer's look over there. I cannot. That is imprinted in my mind right now. The way the music was there, the way the moment was, the way they built up to it, and just what it symbolized, and the overall sort of subtle hidden message of this trailer and of this revenge theme of part 2 of the movie. And it's just I can't, because we had to let the adharm build itself up to that level for this moment to arrive where it is about yada yada hi dharmasya, and then we take things from there and go about re-establishing dharma. Sorry, my pronunciations may not be perfect, but yeah, I want to read the whole thing. Paritranaya sadhanam vinashaya dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. That is it. Whenever and wherever there is a decline in dharma, O Bharata, Arjun, and a rise in unrighteousness, adharma, at that time I manifest myself on earth to protect the righteous, to annihilate the evildoers, and to re-establish the principles of dharma. I appear in every yuga. Sambhavami yuge yuge. I love it. I love. भाई साहब क्या ट्रेलर है. Can we watch it once more? ये 0.5 पे देख के मेरा वो हो गया थोड़ा. I need to watch it once more with you guys, and I can't with the Ari. I can't with everything. The editing, hold on. Dhurandhar the Revenge introduces Jaskirat Singh Rangi, tracing the chain of events that compel him to become Hamza Ali Mazari and follows his rise as he operates deep inside Pakistan. The film is set to return this time in 5 languages. Crazy, man. Cray. Let me just quickly see who has cut the trailer. Teaser and trailer editor. Oh, just got them. Yeah, so it is him. Chalo, let's watch it one more time. 1, 2, 3, play.
हिंदू बहुत ही डरपोक कौम है. पड़ोस में ही रहते हैं हम. कूदे भर का जोर लगा लो और बिगाड़ लो जो बिगाड़ सकते हो.
Okay, uncle.
हिंदू बहुत ही डरपोक.
रहमान डकैत की मौत के बाद लियारी की सड़कों पर खौफ और हरस का माहौल. कई मकामात पर फायरिंग और रॉकेट लॉन्चर के धमाके साफ सुनाई दिए जा रहे हैं. सबसे बड़ा सवाल, रहमान डकैत की
This is
मौत
gonna
के
be
बाद
so
कौन
much more
बनेगा लियारी
violent.
का बादशाह?
Oh, which I want to talk about.
Better watch your head.
यारी वो
अरे रो क्यों रहा है लाले? तूने सुना नहीं? जहाँ दर्द है वहाँ मर्द है।
My father raised me a winner. I will kill for my people. It don't make me a sinner. From the coast to the plains, everybody know the name. Coming from, we got bills to maintain. I make all that money like I'm winning a casino.
हिंदुस्तानी काफिर का सर काटकर मुशर्रफ के दस्तरखान पर रखा था मेजर इकबाल ने। खुदा कसम, अब एक और हिंदुस्तानी सर काटकर मुरीद के मीनार से लटकाऊंगा।
That guy is the same. That guy fighting him in the ditch is the same as the undercover agent.
ईंधन बदला, हौसला ईंधन बदला।
Ladies and gentlemen, you are still not ready for this.
बदला।
Oh, this is gonna be sweet.
पाकिस्तान का मुस्तकबिल अब हिंदुस्तान तय करेगा।
It's still gonna surpass the first film's collections. I'm just fucked up.
जरवारी साहब, आपने बतखें तो बड़ी सफेद पाल रखी है अपने फार्म हाउस में। या बटक्स आर रियली वाइट।
This line, अब पाकिस्तान का मुस्तकबिल हिंदुस्तान तय करेगा. Do y'all, is it just me or do y'all also feel like ये थोड़ा anyway, I won't go there. But समझदार के लिए. Anyway, oh yeah, so I wanted to talk about this. You know, I just said earlier that इस film में I feel part 2 में the violence is gonna be 10x. It's gonna be 10x. It's very obvious, and it's as it should because para SF का है ही वो rule कि अगर आपको 100 गोलियां मार रहे हैं तो आप 300 गोलियां वापस मारेंगे. It will always be 3x. It will always be 3x. यहाँ पे 10x होने वाला है. I'm just saying it's a rule. It's the law of para SF, and you know, it's gonna be that way. And a friend of mine was just recently we had this conversation about violence, and is violence always necessary? Because अभी जो चल रहा है दुनिया में, a war situation. My friend was just like, is war really the answer? And then I was like, that's literally what Arjun asked Krishna on the battlefield. And we know the answer to that. That's it. There's no other this thing. We're not the ones who initiate war or initiate any violence and any of that. But I will go back to the shlok that I just read out. So I just, yeah, you know, these are all very like, I feel like people turn certain things into very gray areas, which don't need to be that gray. If you have your morality very sorted, it's black or white, then you don't need to really, you know, double, triple think about these things. So anyway, sorry, I'm just going down a random road, but I loved this trailer. बहुत ही मजा आएगा. I'm gonna see if I can book myself for the 18th of March. And one more thing I wanted to say. Hold on. I know this reaction is very broken, but it's because thoughts keep coming at me. Yeah. So what I was going to say is, in part 2, we're going to see where a lot of these characters eventually went in the real life, stories, and in the real world, basically what happened to them. Some of it may also be a cinematic liberty where, you know, someone is still in jail, but in the movie they are being shown as being killed or revenge unse bhi liya ja raha hai. वो सब थोड़ा शायद हो सकता है, I'm guessing. Major Iqbal will see his end, I'm hoping. I think the SP Chaudhary saw his end anyway, so वो तो होगा ही. Uzair का पता नहीं क्या होने वाला है. Maybe he'll just fade away into the background and move away from Ranveer's life in the movie. And what note the film will actually end on, because we don't know what the time period is. The only thing I can tell is it's at least till 2022, till Major Iqbal's thing happens. Or no, sorry, that Sajid Mir's thing happens. But I have a feeling if Aditya Dhar started making this movie 2 years ago, then it would end somewhere in 2022 or 2023. That's my thing, because I do know from sources that they started working on the movie from 2023, which means they started writing it in 2022. So wahan tak hua hoga conclusion, which means we will see Palakot, we will see Uri, we will see a lot of those responses that we had, and we will see the back end of it as much as is possible in the world of this film's characters and setting. So I'm really looking forward to it. And again, it all comes down to Aditya Dhar's intent as a filmmaker. He has shattered all norms of the film industry. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. I had switched off from the movies otherwise, but he has shattered all those norms. He has decided that anyone trying to call my movies propaganda, I don't pay them any attention, because it's irrelevant, they don't matter. And the intent has to be honest. The intent has to be to just draw from real life and from real incidents and present them in a story form that audiences can connect with, and that helps the audiences come back to things that they had forgotten about. I honestly feel like someone should make a movie on, not someone, Aditya Dhar, please, this is my request. Please make a movie on Op Sindoor and all of that. And even, the Delhi situation, the Red Fort situation that happened. And all of that, because people forget. I can't believe it's been 4 months and people have kind of aren't talking enough about what happened in just November. So ये सब चीजें जो beheading हुई थी हमारे soldier की, and ये वो जो, I mean, how this thing you have to be to celebrate those kind of things. Like कितना medieval आपका mindset होगा that you find joy in these kind of. Anyway, my blood will boil, but that is the point of this movie, and I think part of Aditya's intent is to make everyone's blood boil and for everyone to feel how it feels, I guess, to just be the ones directly affected. And yeah, anyway, I'm gonna just stop. I'm gonna end this here. But yeah, so this comes down to Aditya's intent as a filmmaker. I cannot applaud him enough. Thank you for shattering all the norms of Bollywood. I don't like calling it that, but the Hindi film industry, and for being the biggest Hindi film of all time ever. I'm so glad that a film like Dhurandhar sits on that top spot, because man, we need more cinema to be like this. We need more cinema to be this real, this honest, and this sort of just waking us up from our slumber and saying, hello, understand who, what has happened, understand what your history is, understand the price people have paid for you to live a normal life. So anywho's, all this presented in a beautiful story format. I love it. Beautiful. Cannot get over Ari. Again, they surprised us with the first trailer when they used Jogi, and now with this Ari. Guys, I just cannot. More than Rock the Party, Ari was my favorite. And uska rock version jaake sunna after you watch this video, because damn son, some banger. Ari rock. Chalo. Let me know if you've booked your tickets or not, and let me know if I missed anything in this trailer, and if there's anything that you want to highlight, if there's any particular scene that you are looking forward to the most. I am though looking forward to Major Iqbal being sweet it'll be. And also that guy in the opening dialogue. Uska kya hua actually? I haven't researched that. Hold on one sec before we end this. Yeah, I think it was Ibrahim Athar or Shahid Akhtar Syed, Sunny Ahmed Qazi, Mistri Zahur Ibrahim, and Shakir. So I think it was Ibrahim Athar, if I'm not mistaken, who said that dialogue to Ajay Sanyal. Can you imagine Ajit Doval's frustration, having to keep quiet. Imagine the level of patience. Anywho's, ठीक है. So that guy in the starting scene with his dialogue, and let's see what happens to them in Dhurandhar the Revenge. Chalo, I'll take your leave and go book your tickets. I'm doing that right now. Take very good care of yourselves. Live long and prosper, and Jai Hind.